let's not use the word glitch. I think this is actually a clear human error. So I'm actually from JAMB system. So unfortunately, this happened, and we didn't know. When I just noticed that, I studied patterns, I started noticing that the failure rate was too much. Somebody scored 281 2 years ago, scored 311, and the person is scoring 164. And you see a lot of patterns. Somebody that won the national mathematics competition is scoring 40. The best students in top schools are scoring 140 in JAMB. I said, no, there's something that is really wrong. And of course, we have a lot of data also in Educare. When I put it up online, I said, you know what, if you have issues, tell me. I got like 18,000 people make reports. And obviously, I know that there's something wrong. And that's why I had to say, you know what, we must get to the end of this. As I was telling you, I had at least over 100 people who have been writing me that they're about to take their lives. And you can see that JAMB is something that is very critical to the life of these children. So it is a must that we have to get to them. So fortunately, I said, let me first of all activate the Freedom of Information Act. When I activated it, and I wrote to JAMB and also wrote to the Senate and also wrote to the House. Fortunately, they reacted almost the next day, and then they engaged to allow us to come and look at the system. When we looked at the system and understood the architecture, we noticed something. There are two main clusters. They have the CAD cluster, and they have the LAC cluster. And even within the LAC cluster, there's what they call the Lagos zone, there's what they call the Owerri zone, and some other parts. Of course, Kogi, FCT is part of the LAC cluster. So the big question was, why did it affect just these people, right? Why didn't it affect these same people in the same cluster? That means there's something really fishy that we need to dig into. I mean, one thing I really commend JAMB for is JAMB is actually a very transparent organization, and you can see the highest level of sincerity in them. However, there are people that they work with, right? Which, of course, they work with vendors. The point is, who are these vendors? And they work, for me, I was like, these people actually need to come for public scrutiny because we need to understand what exactly happened. And now that we found this, because probably this is the biggest, for the past 12 years, what has been happening? Because in technology, what it means is every year you improve on where you were. So if today we're experiencing disaster, we actually need to look back in the previous years. So I mean, at a glance, this is basically what happened, and now they have to fix. I recommended that they remark, because doing a receipt in 48 hours is something, for me, I say it's not practicable. They insisted that they have to do it, and of course, they went ahead. A lot of people are happy for the fact they had opportunity to receipt, but a number of people also haven't had the opportunity. So I would say, because I asked them a question, do we have the data? They said yes. If you have the data, why can't we just remark, right? The reasons are not so strong, right? I mean, I just noticed that they were more focused on the receipt, right? So, okay, no problem, let's receipt. So the receipts, hopefully, if no issues happen again, I mean, the children will actually see their scores. But this whole thing has actually been a lot of